It's not a mission trip until they get electrocuted.
Morning. This is our last full day here in Bongo. We have to go back out to the school to shoot a time lapse of all of the bricks going up. And then we're going to go see the pygmies at some point today as well. It's about 6 to 6:30 in the morning, something like that. And we're shooting a time lapse of the sun coming up over the hospital. And we're gonna head to the OR for OR prep and pre-op. I'm shooting an A7S2 with the time lapse intervalometer. It's 16-35. Some Manfrotto sticks, and Simon's over there with his A7S2 shooting with like a 24 something and his Manfrotto stuff. I'm shooting at 7.1, Simon's shooting at f9. So that way, you know, we get some nice deep blue and kind of orangish reddish sunrise stuff with the clouds and birds moving up here. Everything else is silhouetted, and then as soon as the sun comes up, then you'll be able to start seeing people kind of move around and whatnot. So it should be pretty good. Simon, what do you have in your camera bag?
Alright, so my FS5 has stayed out. It's usually attached to the front of my backpack. I've got the f-stop Suka, I've got the Mavic Pro, the Rode VideoMic Pro R, and then usually my A7S sits here, and then I've got batteries hiding down here. I'm trying to stay lean and mean because of the fact that the FS5 is the main camera for us to capture audio and things like that. So I want to have that ready while not hauling around 60 or 70 pounds worth of gear. I also usually keep my Manfrotto sticks on the side of the bag as we're going around. Alright, so we were supposed to have 110 power to charge out of the PEDS building, but there was an issue with the transformer, and we just got an email that there's supposedly a fix. So we're sending the video guy and the business guy to try and fix this.
Everything that I learned growing up watching MacGyver is about to come into play.
Alright, so Dan is testing with the fancy schmancy voltmeter.
We got 0.6, so that's negligible.
Okay, so this is the 220. Can I get a wire nut? Connect the other to H2. It's not a mission trip until they get electrocuted.
Never used one.
We thought it was dead.
We thought the power was out?
Nope.
Dan found out the hard way. First attempt didn't work, but we're gonna go try and get a hold of my dad and see. We may be onto something, but we got to go into the OR and test an outlet. See if this works. How's it going so far?
Hard to say. I think we did good, but now we're just trying to verify.
Dan is onto something. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, I saw it. 113.
113.
Yes.
It works.
Success. Take a picture.
It works.
Take a picture.
Dan, with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
Now I have to go call my dad and let him know.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, Dan.
It's not Dan, it's your son.
Yeah, hi, son.
We just blew up the hospital. The transformer was like smoking.
Really?
No, it all works fine now.
Oh, wow.
We have performed magic, and Dan only got electrocuted.
I only got electrocuted once.
So what we're doing right now is we are setting up a custom time lapse to get them time lapsing this really big wall. So we're out here right now outside of the hospital administrator's building. This is a pickup interview if we had time, and we do have a little bit of time right now because it's only 10:40 in the morning, but it feels like it's been forever because we got started this morning at 6.
It feels like 3 in the afternoon.
That's what I'm saying. It feels really late, but it's actually not.
We are setting up for one of our last interviews. I want to try and get a little extra light inside here, so we're setting up one of the little guy panels. These things are awesome because they're bi-color, even though we're just matching daylight. Gonna try and add a little fill in right here that's a little more directional towards the front.
We've been knocking out interviews left and right. We went and did the hospital administrator, then we did Dan, then we did Jean-Claude, and now we're gonna do Jean-Claude and Dan. Like most interviews, shooting main cam FS5 nice and wide, second cam 85. I'm gonna use the APS-C crop so I could crop in just a little bit more and punch in and get tight. That is a wrap. So we're on our way to the Pygmy Village. Last big thing. And then we pack and go home tomorrow. But I've got the Mavic in my bag, the A7S, glide cam of course, and then 2 5D3s and lenses and stuff. Bonjour. Bonjour. So we're out here in the Pygmy Village and they're psyched on the drones. Simon's about to take a still of me vlogging myself. But I think it's mission success. I had a couple of close calls next to a couple of trees, trying to do this really long, like establishing like jib up thing, which is pretty interesting. But now that Dan, actually I landed the drone on the car, and then Dan is showing all of them the footage over here, which is pretty epic. And then Simon is taking cute stills of kids with the 50. Also, Simon is a giant compared to these kids. So we leave tomorrow, so I'm exhausted, feel pretty sauced. We have a ton of stuff to pack up between Simon and me both, so we're gonna import some cards, pack stuff up hopefully.
Try and clean stuff a little bit so we're not taking home too much dirt.
There's a lot of dirt here. Everything is filthy. It needs a big scrub-a-dub-dub when I give it back to the States.